Okay, I have a mouse pad or mouse mat, but it actually is a little different than you might be expecting normally. Normally you get these floppy little mouse pads. This is actually a professional aluminium pad, mostly aimed at gaming, although you can use it for general use of course as well. In a minute I'll show it to you properly. This is a box. As you can tell straight away from the box, you have, the whole thing is a very thin aluminium kind of metal sheet, very thin and lightweight. Then in the centre part you have a kind of a lever, smooth lever pad, which is where you move around your mouse on, and it moves really smooth, very smoothly with a lot of precision. Then slightly to the right is a bit of exposed metal, which is where you can set down your pen, as in this example here on the diagram, or you could set down, say, your USB thumbstick, whatever, on this little area there. And to the very far right, the metal does curve up a little bit so a pen won't roll off the edge. At its tallest, it's 8mm is all, and at its thinnest, which is most of it, it's just 3mm, just 3mm is all. Very, very, very ultra thin. It only is 8mm on the far right because it curves up, which is a deliberate design to prevent your pens, things like that, rolling off. So most of it is actually just 3mm thin. It comes in silver or gold. This is the gold, which has a gold medal with a brown pad. It's actually not really a yellowy gold, it's more of a browny gold, so it kind of looks a bit bronze, which goes really nicely with the brown pad. You can also get silver with kind of a grey pad. Now, I don't know how well you can see this. It has a little logo on the bottom that says Sienda. It's known as Sienda mousepad, but it's also known as the VimVip. It depends upon the seller really, but it's branded on the bottom right, Sienda. As you can see, I hope this shows up well on camera. It might not show up as well as it does in real life, but the metal on the right and the edges is actually gold, but it coloured kind of gold, but it is a very kind of browny gold, so it kind of looks, it sort of reminds me more of a bronze, which goes very well with that kind of deep brown of the actual nice soft pad you got there, which is where the mouse moves over. So it has the brown leather surface there with anti-slip rubber on the bottom, and I will turn it over. It has that kind of brown patch there, it has that covered all over the back of the bottom, but in grey, and that is an anti-slip rubber so it doesn't shift around, move around the desk. Because when you get regular mouse pads, are quite slippery, they can slide around all over your table, whatever it's on. This doesn't, this holds really well. It's smooth and thin as well. It has 18-month warranty. It's 32mm width by 22 high, and it is just 3mm thick. So it has a width of 320mm with a height of about 220, and it is just 3mm thin, really ultra thin and lightweight. And it comes in silver or gold, like I mentioned. The silver would be silver metal with a grey kind of pad, whereas this is a brown pad with kind of a bronzy gold metal. It costs £12 in UK, it's about $11.99. If it's also sold in the US on the US Amazon store, I'll put a text overlay on this video with both the UK price and the US dollar price as well. Okay, that is the bottom of it, the side that would be flat against your table or whatever surface you're on. As you can see, almost, apart from the edges a little bit, most of it's covered with that anti-slip rubber. That's the grey area there, so most of it's grey and that's anti-slip rubber. And I found that does work very well. You get these cheap basic floppy mouse pads, they tend to shift all over the place, can be very inconvenient, especially if you're gaming. This one holds very still. I was very impressed by how well it stays in one place, very good, and it's nice ultra thin lightweight metal with anti-slip rubber on the bottom and a nice browny leather surface, although that would be grey in the silver model. Very nice. So it looks really nice. It's so thin, it's just 3mm thin, apart from the curved edge, which is deliberate. It deliberately curves a bit bigger there to make sure pens don't roll off to the right. But that is only 8mm thick as well. But the overall, most of the pad, apart from that very little lip on the edge, on the right edge, the whole thing is mostly just 3mm thin. And it works well, the mouse glides absolutely fine, good. and it is very high precision because it's so smooth. Moves really well on that little brown patch there, the area which would be grey on the silver model. Works very nicely, it holds in place. That's the thing I'm most impressed by with this, is that it holds so well, very sturdy, holds in one spot nicely so it doesn't slip around. Really, really good, really like it. So I do really, really recommend this. It's less than £15, it's £11.99, so it's a nice cheap professional aluminium pad, especially if you're a gamer. Really nice at a budget price, very affordable yet very high quality, very nice. I was really impressed by this. So I do really recommend it. Please like and comment on this video, and if you could do me a huge favour and subscribe to my YouTube channel, as it just takes a few seconds and will help me out a lot. Also, if you're watching this as a review on the Amazon product page, if you could hit the helpful or useful button, that will help me out a lot too. Thanks for watching.